Today I'm going to make a dish that is healthy and very inexpensive to make. Good for meditation because it uses very few spices. The ingredients alone flavor the dish, the main flavoring being the dried shiitake mushrooms. This is what they look like in dried form. And the other ingredients are tofu, which is being marinated in turmeric and soy sauce. About 3/4 of a cup of carrots cut finely. 2 bundles of bean thread noodles soaked in hot water. A cup of onion. And about 2 tablespoons of freshly cut ginger, and 6 cups of cabbage, fresh cabbage. Since I've done so much cutting and chopping on my previous videos, I prepared most of the ingredients ahead of time, but I will show you how to use the dried shiitake mushrooms in case you're unfamiliar with that. When they're dry, they feel a little bit like leather. And first you wash them in hot water so if there's any insects they come out, and then soak it in boiling water. And they should soften up, as you can see here, so they're really very soft and that the water can squeeze out of them. The way I like to prepare them is the stems are usually very tough, so I discard them, or they can be used for making vegetable stock. So we're making very thin slices of these. Okay, there we are. Doesn't look like a lot, but they have a really strong flavor. You don't need that many mushrooms to flavor a dish like this. So now we'll begin the cooking process. I have the fire on relatively low. I'm going to use my favorite oil, which is olive oil. And I'm so lucky my mother provides me with this kind of on a regular basis. It's one of the things she does in such a loving way that I'm so grateful for. Okay, now that the frying pan and the oil is heated sufficiently, I'm going to begin with the onion. And I'm using just a little bit of freshly ground Himalayan crystal salt. You just give that a few seconds until the onions begins to cook a little bit. And I'm adding the ginger. I'm adding the carrots, which will put a little bit of sweetener, but mostly for color. And then the shiitake mushrooms. You can already smell the aroma of the ginger being released from the cooking. And essentially, the flavors of the mushrooms, onion, and ginger melted together will be what flavors the dish. Also, we need soy sauce. Adding about 2 tablespoons. Now my heat is kind of at medium height. And I'm going to cover this for a few minutes. And I'm going to let it cook like this for about 2 minutes. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes and you can see there's a lot of steam happening here. Now I'm going to incorporate the tofu. Now the tofu, I didn't add any liquid. It's marinated in soy sauce and a little bit of turmeric. I'm just adding this whole thing. The onions are cooking through nicely. Okay, now I'm going to cover it again. Lower the heat and let it simmer for about 3 minutes. Okay. Oh, it's looking very good. Smells good. I'll just stir it. Now it's time to add the bean thread vermicelli. I added the soaking water, which is mostly already absorbed, but a little bit was left because this is another ingredient that absorbs the flavors and the juices from the dish. When you're stirring a dish like this, be gentle so you don't break the tofu. I'm going to just turn the heat up for a moment while I have the dish uncovered so that all the liquids are just at the simmering stage. The bean threads cook very fast. They've already become transparent and have absorbed the color of the dish. And now that it's reached this level of temperature, I'm going to put this beautiful local fresh cabbage on top. Okay. Now I'm going to cover that. And again, lower the heat. And we'll let that cook for another 3 minutes. Now it's time to incorporate the cabbage into the rest of the dish. As you can see, it's already reduced. It cooks very fast too. So I'm essentially pretty much picking up what's underneath, and that's changing places. This method of preparation, you don't overcook any of the ingredients, especially the cabbage. By cooking it covered initially, you're kind of steaming in the nutrients, and then by putting the foods underneath that have been cooking longer on top of it, it cooks the rest of the way. And yet it retains its own distinct flavor, which makes the texture and the taste of the dish more interesting. Okay, now we'll cover it again and put the heat on very low. We'll let it simmer for 1 minute and it will be done. This is it. It came out just right. And there we have it. Beautiful main dish for lunch or dinner, which can serve from 4 to 6 people easily.